My Lords and Burgesses of Parliament, today we continue our first Parliament, gathering together to inaugurate its third session. The sole legislative program of my government for this new session is to redeem the Elections Bill which was passed but vetoed during the last session. As it happened, that ill-fated bill proved not to be viable and therefore never saw the light of day. My government concedes that to pass that bill as written was, finally, an idealistic error born of overly ambitious expectations. Although the intentions behind the bill were exemplary, the mandates and provisions thereof proved too burdensome for the human resources available to the Kingdom of Scone at the time. My government, the Kingdom of Scone's first government, takes full responsibility for any failures, just as it takes humble credit for its many successes thus far. Scone's first government is a transparent and accountable government, and it will never conspire to disfigure the truth or to pass the buck. While my government takes full responsibility for its administration of this realm and for the public bills which it shepherds through Parliament, it must be noted that there can be no shame in trial and error. To err is human, and a Parliament of humans will err from time to time. Success and failure are partners along the journey of progress. In the words of Sir Winston Churchill, success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the courage to continue that counts, and continue we shall. My government is committed, therefore, to the introduction of a new, intelligent and viable elections bill, which will respect our customs and traditions in their essence, without at the same time shackling the public servants of this small kingdom to processes which are too burdensome to manage. My government is committed to keeping things simple and sensible going forward. My government also recognizes that when it comes to the assignment of tasks and responsibilities, there is no merit in generously giving the shirt off of someone else's back. My Lords and Members of Parliament, no other measures will be laid before you by my government. My government nevertheless encourages individual members of this body to introduce private members' bills as they may see fit at the conclusion of the government's business. Today marks Constitution Day in the Republic of Mexico. My government is pleased to offer congratulations to the Mexican people on the occasion of this celebration of their democracy, which happily coincides with today's opening of the Scottish Parliament. Felicitaciones por el Día de la Constitución. In the United States of America, the month of February marks the birthdays of Presidents George Washington and Abraham Lincoln, both iconic heroes of democracy. My government is pleased to acknowledge the celebration of the lives of these two great men, one the founder of a great nation, and the other a great emancipator, who brought the war-torn Union back together. Today also happens to be Groundhog Day in the United States. My government, therefore, sends its warmest felicitations to the good people of Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, along with a hope that the great and venerable Punxsutawney Phil will fail to see his shadow this year. My government furthermore encourages the people of Scone, and all our dear friends gathered at the Hound and Quarry Tavern with them, to celebrate today this momentous holiday with the playing of the Pennsylvania polka, and to engage with abandon in other appropriate amusements, celebratory of the advent of spring and of sunnier, happier days ahead. The future of the Kingdom of Scone is indeed a bright one, and we look forward to a new Scottish springtime, and to the endless summer of this kingdom's golden days. My lords and burgesses of Parliament, with this, I declare the third session of this Parliament open. May the blessings of heaven be upon you, and make you worthy of the trust that has been placed in you.